Hello everyone, Jaltiz again. Hey, today we're chasing the Cincinnati Eastern Railroad. I picked them up on my scanner and I heard the end of train device. So this ought to be a good train. Apparently it's an eastbound train and they've got the end of train device on, which they don't use very much. So let's go catch them, son. Here we go. Ooh, ran the red light. So I'm in downtown Sardinia right now, and I figured that they're going eastbound. I hear them on my scanner, the end of train device. There's Chessie at the railroad crossing. This is a good spot to catch them. Usually they run westbound, so I'm kind of surprised they're going eastbound on a Thursday. They must have got out of rotation somehow. So let's see the train here at this crossing. Here we go. All right, so I'm in downtown Sardinia right now, and the eastbound train's gonna be coming across the road here at any time. Here, check out some of these buildings before it comes here. Look at this. There's the old original firehouse right there, Sardinia Fire Department. They've got another one that was built maybe 20, 25 years ago. They had another one built after this one right here, but it burnt down. So the present one is about 25 years old or so. Look at that church over there. That is nice looking. All right, let's get the train over here at this railroad crossing. It's crossing right over here. Tri-County Highway at Sears Lane. Here comes the train. Got the one car rule. Look at this. This is going to be awesome. Hey, green one. There you go, and the train device. You don't see that very often. You know you got a good train when you hear that thing chirping. You know it's going to be a good train. All right, there you go. Eastbound. Those last 5 cars, those gondolas, they load those in Peebles with railroad ties. McCoy Lumber loads those. The rest of the cars are going to the Heidelberg quarry in Plum Run. All those hopper cars. And we got the green monster. That was awesome. Let's go up here and get them again. Maybe get the other side of the train. All right, there's the new Sardinia Fire Department right there. The last station burnt down, and it was actually a firefighter who set the place on fire. Yeah, that was back, oh, I'm gonna say maybe the late 90s. I mean, it's been a while. I remember the fire department I used to be on, Goshen Fire Department. They actually loaned a truck to Mount Orab for Mount Orab to use for a while. They loaned the truck to them. And here's the Sardinia Wye. There's the big blue one over there. And this one here, they use parts to keep Big Blue working, but Big Blue needs some work right now. Here's the west leg of the east leg of the Y right here. It's got maintenance way equipment on it. And we're going by Sardinia Ready Mix. Let's go up and get that train. But wait, there's more. We're gonna get the other side of the train this time. I'm over here right behind the church. There's the church. And my friend Neil lives right over there in that next house. The tracks are right behind his house. And the train's gonna be here anytime coming across this little lane. This lane goes to the farmer fields, soybean fields and corn fields. And it looks like a piece of their equipment probably hit that stop sign, knocked it down, because it's gone on this side. All right, let's see what we got. The other side of the train. Got the green monster out. That's awesome. Alright, there they go. Let's go up here and get them again. Man, it is hot out. It's in the 90s right now. I think it's about 92. It's supposed to get up to 95. So they're going out to the Heidelberg quarry. It used to be Hanson. And got 20 empties for that. 5 empties for Peebles, McCoy Lumber, for the railroad ties. Ooh, it's all weedy over here. So I'm gonna get them again. I was kind of expecting the rock shuttle to be going the other direction today. Westbound loaded. They must be a day behind. But I heard the end of train device going off on 452.975. So first I went to the west side of Mount Orab. The signal got really weak when I was over there, so I know it went the wrong way. So I went around towards Sardinia, picked the signal up again, came in stronger, so I zeroed in and found them. Now we're gonna go up and get them again. So just now crossing way down there, brand new crossing gates at Tri-County Highway. They're getting ready to come into Macon right now. All right, here we go. Boy, it is really hot out here today, and I'm in Macon, Ohio right now. The train is stopped about a third of a mile to the right over here. That would be to the west. And there's Chessie. Due to the heat, they stopped the train because of worrying about issues with the track because of the heat. So they're waiting to get permission to come across this crossing. This crossing also gets a lot of pounding from semi trucks. It's missed a lot of pavement, so the rail's kind of bare. So this crossing is taking a pounding from all these big semis coming through here. So as soon as they get permission to hold the train, we'll get it. Wow, did it ever start raining? Just all of a sudden, we got a huge downpour. Hey, I want to say happy birthday to Maxwell Parker. He'll be 6 years old on July the 3rd. Thanks for watching my videos, Maxwell. Happy birthday, and thanks for supporting my channel. Man, it is really raining right now. Look at this. So I stopped over here to get gas while the train's still stopped. It's slowing down now. It was just flat out pouring. Let's see if we can get that train. It's still sitting because of the heat. We got some other live action going on here. As soon as it stopped raining, they're getting ready to move a mobile home out of there that was sitting in the back of the parking lot. I don't know if the train's ever going to get permission to proceed. That rain really dropped the temperature. It dropped it from 92 down to 80 degrees. So now it's not too bad out. Look at that. That is a long mobile home. So I moved out of that parking lot. I didn't want to be in their way. We may not be getting the train anymore. We'll just have to see. I'll give it a little bit more time. If I don't get it, I'll put another train on here, one I haven't posted. I got tons of trains I haven't posted yet. Look how long that thing is. That's an old one too. Ah, Chessie, come on. Chessie, look at her. He always has to see what's going on. They're backing onto US 62, the main drag here in Macon, Ohio, right next to the railroad track. There's another rail fan over there too. That little blue car, that's a rail fan. And then the white van, that's Cincinnati Eastern Company truck. That's what the conductor drives. The train is a one-person train, just the engineer and the conductor drives in the company vehicle. All right, there they go. I better go back over there and park now. That's a long one. Oversized load. Now they got to check the gauge. 4 foot 8.5 is the gauge, rail to rail on the inside. So they're checking the gauge of the track. I'm not sure what the allowance is for that.
112 North Avenue, cross of West Main Street and Congress Alley. That is 1.
Live action. All right, here we go. It's been an hour and a half, and we got the train coming through. Hey, the state police gets to wait for a train. Cool. Oh, the gates are going back up. They thought they were going to get to see a train. They might still get to. The train's going to have to come by at walking speed. They got permission to go. Well, see what happens. Here we go. I'm going to jump outside and get it. Going to come by at walking speed here. It's just sprinkling now, and it's a lot cooler. It's not bad at all. Now that the sun came out, I realized I'm on the wrong side of the track. It should be okay though. Ah, 1 car rule.
Wayne said he wants you a little bit slower there.
Wants to go a little bit slower. right there, he said.
Let's start picking it up. We don't have to lateral.
Listen to that power. Is that awesome or what? First unit's an EMD SD40-2 and the second one's a General Electric motor. I think it's a B23-7, I believe. I gotta look that up again. The second one's built, I believe it was 1978. I've got all the information. If I remember correctly, that's what it was, 1978. For the General Electric.
Before that main crossing and Winchester, we'll stop there and tie it down for the night.
All right, Winchester's the next town east of here, and they're going to tie it down to the crossing just before Winchester. They're going to tie it down for tonight. So I guess this is going to do it here for me. I'm going to head home. Nice to see all those guns.
There's a cross, thanks.
You're okay there, Neil. That's okay. I don't mind. Alrighty, there you go. Gates are working fine and everything. Got your train across. It's cooled way down. Had those problems with the rail because of the heat and the trucks hitting that rail real hard. They were afraid it was going to be knocked out of gauge, but apparently it was okay. Thanks for watching. Check out another video. Every view helps my channel. And I'm somewhere in Macon, Ohio. That's Route 32 over there and 62. All right, check this out. We're hearing two trains at the same time. I know we've got a Norfolk Southern westbound right over here, but I heard another train behind me. Let's see what this one is. Now, if a CSX train comes by and I'm here, all I gotta do is just do that. And the CSX is right over that way. Think it's over there? Yep. We might have a train coming on both lines then.
Yep, so this is gonna be it right here.
All right, so he's gonna start dinging at any time.
Make sure you like and subscribe for this video.
Yep.
There's a third one coming too.
All kinds of stuff going on. Hadn't been a train through here in, I don't know, maybe an hour or something. Now we're starting to get some action. There's the CSX, Norfolk Southern. I guess I'll cut and come back since it's a little farther down the track than I thought. But wait, there's more. We got another train coming westbound, Norfolk Southern. So all the rail fans are coming over this side now. There for a second, they was believed to be on the CSX line. be a DPU somewhere. No DPU? Wow. It got really peaceful and quiet just all of a sudden. That train was booking. I think there was only one locomotive on that. How can one locomotive pull all of that? I thought for sure there'd be a DPU on that one. Well, that was a good one. They kind of had us fooled on that one. One of the rail fans thought that the train was on this line over there, that crossing over there, CSX. So we all started heading over that way. And then we found out it was on this one, so we all came back over here. That was pretty cool. See what else we can get into. Okay, there's a train coming on the, not this track, but another track. But I'm gonna zoom in. We've got 140 pounds per yard, rolled by USS Illinois, and 1971, maybe July. It's kind of hard to see the dashes. Just think of all the trains been on that rail. 140 pounds per yard. That's a pretty good size rail. Okay, so CSX is coming. There's the crossing. I was going to try to get across the road, but I waited too long and it's kind of hard. A lot of traffic. Scott's trying to get across the road, but he can't get across. Now listen to that bell. Mechanical bell, at least it's a real one. Now I can get across the road. That's a loaded grain train. Check out the springs. Compressed pretty good. That That is a lot of grain. They just planted the soybeans on my farm yesterday. Let's see if these gates go up very quick. Yep, there they go. So there's a Norfolk Southern train sitting right there on the left. See that? They're waiting to come this way. Be coming across the crossing. Not sure what they're waiting on. Maybe the diamond. Alrighty. What's up there? Got a squirrel up there? Oh, we got a squirrel up in a tree. Got the corn. Got squirrels in the tree. The squirrels are eating the corn. I had a ear of corn on this nail right there, but Loki jumped up like that and took the corn cob down. There's still some corn on the ground. Okay, wait a second, Loki. And you can tell that the squirrels were chewing on the corn, because if you look at the very ends of the kernels, they just eat that little bit of white. Let's find some. There you go. Right there. See, the squirrels just eat that little bit of white off the kernel of corn, and then they toss the kernels down on the ground. And birds eat it from the ground, so it doesn't get wasted. And then Loki just went somewhere. There she is. Looking for squirrels on the 26th of June, 2025. Hey, look who it is. Ah. And there's Brandy. She never does anything bad on camera, do you? I couldn't find Norfie. Everybody keeps on asking for me to film more of Norfie. I don't know where Norfie's at. She'll come in when it's dark. She'll want something to eat. Hi, Brandy. That's a good dog right there. Been a while since that engine's been used. Had to do some minor maintenance to it. We got it working.